JJ here. I got Nikki Cruz. We're going to go talk about art and everything else in between.
I wasn't expecting you to go. Now I'm nervous again.
No.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
You're okay, but this is exciting.
Yeah.
We're not going to cut it. We're going to just let it roll.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
There you go. Art is art.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cool. You just recently did the mural at Magna. Mm-hmm. Do you know how to say the other part of the restaurant's name?
Kainan?
Kainan. Yeah, that was pretty good. So, and it's like a grand banquet. Mm-hmm. So, and have you eaten there yet?
Yes.
Is the food good?
I think it's great. I think I've eaten the tofu way too often.
It's great.
Their fried tofu.
Now, have you had Filipino food before?
Yeah, so my grandma's from Batangas.
Oh, wow, okay.
And she raised me, and so, yeah.
That's awesome.
She's my person. She's my connection.
There you go.
So I cook Filipino food myself.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish to make or eat?
My favorite dish to make is bulalo Batangas.
What is that?
It's just like the beef shank stew.
Okay.
And then it's more simple. Like other places put like a bunch of veggies in it, but in Batangas, I guess you just do bok choy and whatever aromatic you want in it, and it's just very simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple because of the bone and the beef. The broth becomes really rich.
Yeah.
I like adding star anise to it just because I really just love that spice.
It's really
Although
good.
I don't really like black licorice. It has a black licorice taste, but I love adding star anise to anything I can. And then everybody loves my pancit. So,
oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I think we might have to put that to the test.
Yeah?
Maybe next time we could do like a cooking thing and then talk about stuff.
Yeah?
Because I like to make kare kare.
Oh, okay. I made that recently for my friend. Yeah, they love that. Because he made oxtails for me, like Jamaican oxtails for me when I visited him. And so I was like, okay, when you visit me, I'll make you Filipino oxtails, I'll make you kare kare. And he was like, okay. And he was like, oh, this tastes like, I don't know what he said. It tasted like gumbo or something like that.
But isn't it the best when you could exchange stuff like that?
Yeah.
And then the Jamaican version is amazing.
Yeah, no, it was delicious. I actually prefer that. I don't really like peanut sauces.
So did you try it at Magna where they did it with the pumpkin seeds?
No.
Oh, so if they ever put it back on a menu again, it's kind of close to it, but it's different. But it still has the elements of the original recipe.
Yeah. I tried their longanisa today, and I was like, wait, this is more savory, and I kind of like this better.
Oh man,
yeah.
I forgot that they do brunch on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I walked by with my dog, and I was like, oh, I totally missed out.
No, today was like my first time.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, this is great. I think I regret not getting a dish with not getting a dish with rice in it.
Yeah.
Because I was just eating my friend's rice the whole time because I got the hash and I was like, there's no rice in here. Which is give me some of that. So, but that's it. That's the only complaint I had. I didn't get any rice.
Maybe you're just going a little bit more primal,
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's it called? The funny thing with Magna is that everyone's home cooking is a little different, right?
Yeah, very.
But I think they find a way to kind of appease everyone's different styles. Mm-hmm. Because Filipino food is just really hard, because there's so many regions. Mm-hmm. But going over there, I just thought it's interesting how they make you feel so welcomed, which I do kind of miss coming from Southern California. When you do go into the markets, the shops, or just even relatives with your 50 cousins or whatever.
Yeah.
How did that conversation come about where you were going to do the mural for them?
I've been wanting to do a mural. It's been a while since I've done a mural, and I was like, I'm going to try to do at least one mural a year to keep it up. And I saw that I was just scrolling through Instagram and they just popped up for me and I was like, oh, cool. And then I messaged that my grandma was from Batangas and I'm a Colorado native. And if they're ever looking for a muralist, you know who to reach out to. And then they did. And I was like, oh, for real?
It's like, let me just throw this out there and see what happens. Yeah, I was like,
you know, I'm going to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
And it worked out, and it's been really fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, you cranked it out, so...
Yeah. I got a real full-time adult job, I suppose. The art is adult, but I don't know. It's still weird. I have major imposter syndrome painting.
But you're doing it even though you're doing your full-time job, which I think everyone needs to do something opposite of what they do on a day-to-day. Because your full-time job doesn't define who you are, you know? And I think people need hobbies and people need to do other stuff. Was art always there, or was it kind of just in the background and you're just like, you know, I'm going to try to make this work?
What do you mean always there?
Like, you know how sometimes, someone told me this, sometimes we put things down so we could pick them back up. Like, you know it's there in the back of your mind. Like, hey, I want to work on this, but you never just had a chance to do it. And then one day you pick up a brush and just start doing it. Whether it's for like a moment, maybe an hour, and then eventually you're like, I'm going to make some time for myself each week. I just got to do this. And then eventually you just start doing it on the side, you know? Did it kind of become that way, or?
Yeah, pretty much. For the longest time, I was drawing. And I think I have come from like a family of just a bunch of creative people. And my mom is also very creative. She was into photography. We scrapbooked together. I remember she'd like find like art museum activities to do with me, and she still loves doing that stuff to this day. She like the other day she was like, I call my grandma's nanay.
Oh yeah.
So she's like, I want to be someone's nanay, and I was like, okay, well, good luck with that. I got a dog if you want to take it sometime, but yeah. And she's like, because I want to go to like the museums again, and I want to do crafts. So like, we've always been very creative. My uncle paints. He's an oil painter.
Amazing.
My aunt makes jewelry. My cousin does calligraphy.
Oh, wow.
My other cousin is a nail tech, and she does really beautiful nails. So I think it's just always been...
like somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Was there a time where you're like, I think I'm going to really pursue this? Because, you know, a lot of times we would think, I want to do it, but what really got you to take that leap and just be like, I'm going to do this?
After college, I started painting a lot again, and I started like picking things back up quickly. And then I was drawing one day, and this woman came up to me. She's like, can I buy that when you're done? And I was like, sure. She's like, can you make me like 2 more, in fact, that like of a similar concept? And I was like, okay. So then I made her like 3 drawings, like ink drawings with line work and everything. It's probably what you saw on my Tumblr that I forgot existed. And then I'm like, okay, so I just do this for people every now and then. And then more people started asking me for custom drawings or prints of things. And I was like, okay. And then my aunt was like, why don't you just paint on my wall? And I was like, okay. And so I did. And she was like, this looks amazing. And then next thing you know, I'm working in a restaurant during grad school. And my boss was like, know any muralists? And I was like, I've done a mural once in my aunt's office.
That's great.
And he was like, cool, you want to come up with something and paint here? And I was like, sure. And then everyone loved it. And so that's where it all kind of built up. And anytime someone asks, do you want to do this? I'm like, sure, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to do a podcast? Sure.
Come
Never
on in.
done one of those before. But yeah, that's how it kind of took off.
That's kind of funny. Isn't it interesting how just one little thing leads to another? But I think instead of overthinking it sometimes, you just dive in and just do it and figure it out, right?
Yeah.
I think it's cool that your aunt encouraged you to kind of just do something at her place.
Yeah, she's very eccentric and very free. And she's like, why don't you just do shit? And I'm like,
yeah,
you're right. Yeah, okay.
I know, right? Like what's holding us back?
Yeah, she's like, you're talented enough, you're smart enough, you'll figure it out. And I'm like, you're right. And so, yeah.
Now the line work that you do, it's very I don't know, like a foresty nymph fairy looking. Is that like something that is prominent in your vision of art, or something you just like in the genre, or?
It started, I think I've always liked that genre. I just am a huge fantasy fan. I like read all sorts of books, watch all sorts of shows and cartoons and anime and all sorts of things. I think when I was younger, I wanted to be a comic book artist, and like my friend, her dad was a manga artist.
Yeah.
And then my friend from high school was a manga artist on the side. I'm not going to tell you what type of manga artist he was, because I learned to draw way too many things when I was in middle school. But yeah, so I think one of my biggest inspiration is from the Sandman prequel. I can't think of I have a giant book of the artist and I keep forgetting his name, but in high school, so Neil Gaiman's Sandman, right? So when I was in high school, he came out with this prequel for it, how everything happened, basically, what led up to that novel. And the art in it was just whimsical and fantastic and edgy and dark. I think one of my favorite panels, and the way they organized the panels, was like this guy had teeth for eyes, including his teeth. And so like each tooth in his eyes saw different details in the room, or saw things differently at different angles. And then they did the scene, like they divided the comic panel with the scene through his teeth. So instead of having classic comic book panels, it was his teeth eyes. And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And so I would draw like little creatures in high school, and then also like I used to like be super technical and try to be super hyper realistic and try to get as realistic as possible. And then I didn't find enjoyment in that. So I'm like, I don't want to draw hands. So I'll make her like a weird, scary tree nymph looking thing. Or I don't feel like making her super detailed. So I'm going to make her hair super whimsical and put a bunch of stuff in it, and they'll focus on more of the things going on.
Kind of let that creativity flow, right?
Yeah. I think the only art class I took during that time was like it wasn't even like a technical class. It was just, how do you get your ideas down on a paper? And that was like the only art class I took. And so and then I think it was really helpful for my mental health. I think I struggle with my mental health, which is why I have my full-time job as a counselor. I think it's like I think mental health is important, in therapy and the different things that you can learn from, therapeutic, just therapeutic settings is amazing. And so art was my therapy for the longest time. And so I think art was a way for me to get out like a bunch of repressed emotions. And so a lot of the things that I drew was very dark when I was younger. Yeah. And then as I've grown more confident, it's like you can see how vibrant my like stuff is now. Yeah. And I'm not too hung up on the details, So I think it's like an emotional process for me. So I found this particular piece very enjoyable.
But I think downstairs. People do need like those outlets, and for you to refine and work on that. And you went through that process, and I think it's constant too. Like it never ends, right?
Yeah, it's just kind of it's a flow.
It is a flow.
Yeah. So who knows how my art will evolve from now. And then I struggle with, you know, I can't compare myself to other artists, and then in a way it's therapeutic, because it's like we can't compare ourselves to other people in general, right? And so,
but it's hard though, because human nature will make you do it.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's part of the process where you have to acknowledge it, but then kind of get past it.
Yeah.
Just like different sections of art that you had to learn through. Yeah. I think part of it is you might have to learn some of the fundamentals just as basics. Yeah. But ultimately, it's your style.
Yeah. So like, it's not just understanding; it's also learning from it. Like, oh, I like that. I'm inspired by that. Yeah. But I'm not going to be that. You know, like,
but I'll take
and so
pieces.
having good boundaries with yourself, having good expectations with yourself is all part of it. Allowing yourself to be imperfect is a part of it. You know, it's trusting the process.
Yes,
it's a whole experience.
Let's say experience and like exploration.
Yeah.
It's funny that
practice.
Well, yes, that's probably the hardest part.
Mental practice. Yeah.
You need a little bit of both, right?
Yeah. I think like in the middle of painting, I think the longest day that I did downstairs by choice, because I am insane, was I did 14 hours downstairs. Woo. And then like I got towards the end and I was like, I need to stop or I'm going to have a panic attack. But like, and then I went home and then I got back and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So
I'm sorry if I got in your way while you're doing that, because there was a couple times where like I saw you setting up in the morning and you were still there all the way in the afternoon. I was like, you are just going at it. Yeah, no, I really wanted to get stuff done. And then like there's a bunch of things that like I didn't plan for. Like that wall was incredibly dry and just absorbed paint quickly. Like even though I spent like 4 hours sanding it down and wiping it down, I try not to do spray paint indoors, especially if we're not planning on closing the place for me to do spray paint. So I'm like, spray paint probably would have been smarter to use in this aspect, but we just got to roll with it, figure it out. And I spent like more hours than I expected on it, but it's part of the process. It's a learning experience. But you know, that's the part that people don't talk about, right? Yeah. It's those problem solving sections, but then your experience is what gets you to get over that. And I wouldn't even know what to do, you know? Yeah. But that's interesting though, because we don't see that side. And you get it done. I'm like sweating and stressed, and then people are like, "Oh my God, it's so great!" And I'm like, "Oh, thank God." You're like, I just gotta get through this. It's fine. Yeah. Everything's fine. I know. One of my favorite memes is that dog in the house with the coffee cup. We have meme days in high school. I'm like, I'm going to get a dog onesie and get me that mug, because that is a mood. You just make shirts out of it, right? Yeah. And hats, and just be like, how's it going? I actually just ordered a shirt with a burning skull going, everything's fine. And I'm like, I say that way too often. And one of my department chairs gave me a fine apple, because everything is fine. And this little apple, it's a pineapple dude holding a little sign going, everything's fine, I'm a fine apple, everything's fine. And so I'm like, I say that way too often. But it gets me through. It's like I'm Thomas the Train. I think I can. And it's just, everything's fine, everything's fine. It's all part of the process. Yeah, it's your process. It's part of the process. Yes. Yeah. But it's kind of crazy. Like, you notice the panels in that comic book you were talking about, and who does that in junior high school, or I mean, I used to read a lot of comics too, and we just want to see the art and the cool like scenes, but to break it down in panels, that's like I think it's much more of like a mature level and the higher level of looking at things, Oh, well, I don't know. You're just like, I'm just doing my thing. Yeah. I'm kind of curious now to see what those panels look like, because I'll when I get home, I'll take a picture of the book, because he's a famous comic book artist. He's done like things for Batman, things for I think he did a lot of things for Batman, Canary. I think he did something for Wonder Woman once. He's done a lot of different things. Yeah. But I think his Sandman prequel was just fantastic, and like just the way it was very watercolor-esque. I got into watercolors a little bit, but I think I'm gonna go back to maybe now that I've
I'm making more art money. I could invest in higher quality watercolors and get more into that and lead more into that whimsical stuff again.
Would you say that prequel kind of like set the stage on a lot of like art for you, or just kind of like got you into it more, or I don't know, broke out into the scene?
I think it influenced my style a lot.
Okay.
And like, but I still make it my own.
Yeah.
And I still have a lot of growth areas. But I think what really got me into like breaking out into art was my mom's friend decided to move to Alaska, and she was like, have all my art supplies. I see you drawing every time I see you. And then I just got to play and experiment with this art school level supplies, and my mom was like my number one cheerleader, was like, this is amazing.
That's awesome.
And then I just kept doing it.
They basically give you like, here's the workshop.
Yeah.
And then you had someone that was encouraging you, and you're just like, it's showtime.
Yeah.
Do you think having your mom like just being just so encouraging and being supportive there, having that cushion or the ability to just do it kind of like helped out a lot?
Yeah, I think my mom is like one of the bravest people I know. Because she's not afraid to be vulnerable. She's not afraid to, she's not afraid to do things either. And she tries new things. Like half of the things that I pick up is because she's like, oh, look what I started. And I was like, oh, I want to try that too, and then I end up doing stuff like murals and random things. And I think she's just always been very adventurous, just very strong, very resilient. And I think I just learned to just hustle and figure things out because of her. She gave me a lot of autonomy growing up, and she trusted me 100%. But also she was still very firm when she needed to be. And yeah, I didn't appreciate it at the time, but now I'm like, dude, I'm doing so much shit because of her. And yeah, I don't think I give her the recognition that she needs sometimes.
I think that's just part of growing up, right?
Yeah.
And we all mature in different levels, and sadly some people don't. But to have somebody as an example in your life like that, to kind of just like, hey, here's a little way to go. You could check it out if you want. I think it's cool that she gives you that example, and you allow yourself to do it,
Yeah, she's the reason why I became a big reader. I remember her reading my favorite whale book to me all the time. She's the reason I play a bunch of different sports, because she would play a bunch of different sports and take me along with her. She'd take me along to do her photography things. We'd scrapbook together. She'd take me to museums and do little activities there. It was great. I learned so much from her. Yeah.
Sounds like so much fun.
Yeah. No, she was a young, energetic, cool mom.
Yeah. It's funny. My mom's retired now, and growing up, she would take us around, and I hated it as a kid. But looking back now, I appreciate it because it showed me that she talked to so many different people.
Yeah, same, yeah.
And you're just like, you know what? Like,
yeah, we're like, Mom, when are we going to go? When are we going to leave the grocery store?
And it's like, no, I gotta say hi to so-and-so. I gotta do this. I remember one time she was walking around with some fried fish, and I was like, why are you giving people fried fish? And I'm just like... I
was like, do you have to hug everybody?
Yeah.
Let's go.
But then it's like, who am I? I'm like, I'm nobody.
Right.
But now I look back, I'm like, man, she was like the mayor of the city. But it gave you an example, or kind of like a blueprint of how things work. And I think we need a little bit more of that. And because, everything's online now, and people could message each other, but actually talk to each other and meet up every now and then,
Yeah. No, I was just thinking just now, literally I was just thinking, like, oh wow, I wonder what facial expressions I've been making. Because like now I think about it, like when people like do this stuff for a living, like they actually get like PR training in every aspect, like what to say, how to say it, what facial expressions you make when you say this thing and that thing. And I was just thinking right now, wow, I'm probably making weird facial expressions.
But you know,
anyway,
it's you.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's all that. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know. I wonder that too. Like, I'm like, oh, I could sit in the mirror all day and just like practice, but you know what? Just let it be.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah. I got makeup on. It's fine. It's fine.
I know. Sometimes when I'm working, like typing something, everyone's like, "Why are you so angry?" I was like, "That's just my face."
Oh yeah. No, it's the same. Oh well. Yeah. RBF is real.
I know. You just got to get it done. Did you feel like you had to do that when you're like doing the mural or working on something every now and then?
Like relax my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's like, sorry, and I'm like, no, it's fine, you're fine, I'm just focusing.
I'm just working through this.
Yeah, my students sometimes come in my office and I'm like typing up or doing like spreadsheets or something or pulling reports, and they're like, Miss, why are you mad? And I'm like, that's just my face. Why can't you say anything nice when you come in here?
And it's like, oh, okay.
They're like, okay, sorry, Miss.
Just trying to get stuff done. I know, and you're still trying to get stuff done, right? You have a little bit of the mural left. Mm-hmm. You did some of the columns, or all of them, right?
Almost, yeah. I'm probably going to finish up them tonight, but also I want to take my time on these last 2 columns because it's intricate pattern work and has to be measured out right and everything. And I forgot my favorite line brush, and so my least favorite line brush is with me right now, so I don't even know if I'm going to commit to that tonight.
Does line brushes know this dynamic?
It's just they have different strengths in different areas. And I kind of splurged on a few new brushes recently.
That's exciting.
And you can just feel the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool, like, trying those different things and, like, you know what, let's try this. But the beauty of it is you can.
I've had some friends help me with some big canvases a while back, and, like, they're like, why are you making it look so easy? And they're, like, helping me fill in, like, a square or something, and I was like, here, switch me brushes. And then they're like, what the fuck? Why didn't you give me this a long time ago? You're the experienced one. You keep that one.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, sorry.
It's like butter.
Just,
but you know,
it's my secret.
Yeah, you're evolving.
Yeah. So, yeah, part of it's just the tools.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I see these YouTube videos of people doing DIY stuff. They make it look so easy, then you realize, oh, they have all the tools.
Yeah.
I'm at home with like a screwdriver with one measurement, a butter knife, and something else. And that's why it's taking me hours.
They also have software to edit and speed up videos too, and it all looks so easy.
I'm at 1 a.m. needing a second set of hands.
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
I think this guy I did a Chainsaw Man cosplay this year, and the guy did it in 2 hours, and I was like, I can do that. It took me 2 weeks, and I did throw the thing on the ground once.
The video lied to you.
yeah, and oh well, we made it through. It was cool. It was a sick costume. You gotta Google Chainsaw Man. This guy literally turns into 3 chainsaws and has a chainsaw. Like, he has 2 chainsaw arms. And his head is a chainsaw.
I wouldn't want to see that in the alleyway, but at the same time, I'd be like, hey, that's cool, but I'm out of here.
Yeah, so I turned my boyfriend into a Chainsaw Man, and it was cool. It was sick.
You're going to have to share that sometime.
Yeah.
And then the theme of the mural, I see a lot of bold and vibrant colors. It kind of reminds me, with the way the restaurant's set up, it looks like a night scene or a market. But then, you see different patterns of and animals with the Filipino culture. Was that all intentional, or did you already have a plan?
I did a lot of research and added a little personal touches to it. like I said, growing up, I loved stories and different stories. Like I've loved Greek mythology. Before this, we talked about philosophy. So I just love stories in any sort of way. And so I really tapped into Filipino mythology for this one. So like Lady of the Lake with the blue dress, kind of, she's like in water, but also her dress, it's a dress, but she looks like she's part of water in the mountain scenery. So it kind of referenced to that. And then the sun god and the moon goddess are on a pillar somewhere in there. And then so it kind of like played with those kind of stories, and also like kind of played with lighting and how like the closer to the sun, like you can see like
the
things
shifts
get brighter, and also like over in this corner it's kind of darker and moodier a little bit. And then I used my brother as a reference for the one close to the sun. So I was like, okay, so because I love him, I love my little brother, and so I put him close to the sun.
You're like, you're gonna be my guinea pig, but we're gonna.
I used him as a reference. I got a lot of fish heads everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed that.
My grandma, my nana used to get like free fish heads all the time from the local markets. Cause she's like, what are you doing with all the fish heads? They're like, we're throwing them away. And she's like, give them to me. So it's kind of a little reference, but also I really love drawing fish. I got a fish tattoo.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ape sapien smash. That's a joke of my own, and it's a stem of mine. I got a jellyfish lady. Yeah, I just love sea creatures.
I think we'll have to go into a whole new episode with just.
Got some whale shark press-on nails at home.
Whale shark press-on nails.
I got a fish clip. I got
I think whale sharks are cool.
I got a MILF t-shirt that says "Man, I love fish."
That's great.
It's a weird obsession of mine. I'm fine.
No, you're fine. You're good.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Just
random thought. Have you been to Atlanta, Georgia by any chance?
Yes.
Have you gone to the aquarium?
Yes.
Did you see the whale sharks?
Yes.
It's cool,
They're
right?
so cool.
Yeah.
And the giant manta rays.
Oh, insane.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I think everyone should go there and see it.
I got a hat too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with a little penguin on it. I was a big kid.
Oh man.
I was a big kid.
When I ask people that, they're just like, they're there. Like,
loved the movie The Shape of Water.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy that stuff.
No, actually, don't watch The Shape of Water. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. Actually, you're gonna Google it when you get when you get home tonight.
Yeah.
You'll be like, I'm gonna look up The Shape of Water, and you'll be like, this chick is fucking weird, dude. But don't. Put it on your watch list if you like films. Guillermo del Toro is a fantastic.
Oh, I think he's great.
Yeah.
But I was referring to the whale sharks.
Oh, the whale sharks were beautiful.
But
have you ever played Legend of Zelda?
Yes.
The whale shark in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, see, I haven't played that one.
You haven't played Breath of the Wild?
I'll look it up though.
Dude, don't do it. It takes up too much time. You get sucked in. There's so many side quests. As you can probably tell, I have ADHD, which is why we're on this tangent right now.
Oh, it's okay.
So, don't do it. Don't do it. But it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful game.
You won't regret it if you do, but it's a lot of time, and you will get sucked in.
But that's what they want.
Yeah.
All of it. Mm-hmm. But Guillermo del Toro, he's a great filmmaker. Mm-hmm. You ever see his sketches on his characters, creatures, and all that?
Yes, that's actually, I guess that's another inspiration of mine, because I loved Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah.
That was just the creatures, and I think I drew a couple of creatures when I was in high school because I was obsessed.
Give you a side story about Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
So watching it, I thought I watched the wrong movie. I didn't know it was in Spanish.
Oh.
And it had English subtitles, so I'm like, am I watching the right movie? And then one of my friends was like, no, that's how it is. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh. But a great film.
Mm-hmm. Hellboy was really good
I thought Hellboy was
again Ape Sapien, favorite character. I just like his style. I've always liked superheroes and stories like that and fantasy stories.
But his style definitely mixed the fantasy element with that superhero element.
Yeah.
And it works, you know?
It does, yeah. And so I drew a lot of characters in high school. Like the fawn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite creatures to sketch and draw.
I thought that guy was just a wild character.
I thought he was very attractive.
Like, he got younger as... But his whole like, all his intricacies.
Yeah. But, yeah, no. And then the guy with the eyes and the hands. The
pale man.
That's cool.
That was freaky.
Cool. Yeah.
It was cool the way they depicted him. And just the whole scene. And that's really hard to do.
Yeah. And I miss when movies just were pure makeup artistry.
Yeah.
Like now I think there's too much CGI and I don't enjoy that as much. I'm trying to think of a movie where I watched recently where there wasn't a lot of CGI.
You know, it's if it's not the CGI, right? It's the costumes. Like Star Wars. Star Wars had great costumes. But then, like, movies like Dune and stuff like that.
Dune was fantastic. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think something that I watched recently that that didn't have a lot of CGI and I loved the costumes. Nosferatu.
Ooh, like the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's all like practical.
Did you watch that?
No, I've seen images and the trailer for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're redoing this.
Yeah. Dude, I'm giving you so many weird recommendations.
No,
right now. You're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, I'm not watching that shit.
I'll give you
this person's so weird.
No.
Okay. Anyway,
I think it's all fantastic.
Okay. Cool.
I'll give you one that's like way left field.
Okay.
But it's like one of my favorite movies is What We Do in the Shadows. But
that yes.
Taika Waititi.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
It's like one of the best movies.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Like
okay.
What do you pitch to people when you say, okay, I'm going to make a mockumentary and it's vampires from different eras living in a flat in New Zealand?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's sign up for that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good one. Okay. So.
No, this is all great.
All right. What were we talking about before this?
But you know, art is art.
Art.
That's all that
mural,
matters. Yeah.
Mythology.
But this
inspiration. And then I, of course, like the flowers and the choices, like I got from the chef and everyone, and there's marigolds in there, which I love. It's like a reference to his wife, who's from India. Actually, the pan puri happy hour appetizer, I loved because my favorite dish is golgappa. Like my best friend from high school, she's Indian. And our comfort movie was a Bollywood movie called Queen, and I've always wanted to try it. And then I tried it recently, and she made it for me recently, and I'm obsessed. It's my favorite Indian street food. So then when I saw that he made his own version with like mushrooms and stuff in it and put his own twist, and I was like, that's cool. But anyway, back to the marigolds. Yeah, it's a reference to ADHD is really coming out.
No, but you see, everything's connected in some way.
It is. Yeah. So the marigolds are references, but it's also like very close to me because I'm also not only like part Filipino, but I'm also part Mexican.
Yeah.
And it's like a good reference to also my different cultures. And so
I think maybe one of these days we should go to the restaurant and try some food with all your friends and we just talk about it.
Yeah.
Because then we'll just get all these different references, different ways of growing up. But we could all relate to it still, you know?
Yeah.
But it'll just be fun to just talk about it.
Yeah. So.
That's pretty cool. Like, what's it called? So now that you're going to wrap that up, what should we look forward to in other projects?
I'm actually doing 4 canvases for downstairs as well.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be more city, everyday people. So like the mural and the pillars are very whimsical and magical and fun. And then the canvases I'm going to do is just going to be like more street art type of vibe.
So they're really like putting you to the test on doing all the different types of art in there.
Yeah, but it's going to have the same color palette. It's going to be very vibrant still. So I'm really excited. And it's going to go in the back room. The 3 canvases are going to be huge, and they're going to go in that back room with the really cool
I know. I like
I don't know
the ropes, but that's the colors of the flag. I don't know what it's called either, but it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's really pretty. They're like they're gonna put the canvases back there to add more color back there, and then I'm gonna cover up this like cutout box that's by the door-ish in that corner. Yeah. So across from the mural is gonna be a canvas. So you're gonna that's my next thing.
That's cool. You get similar theme, but in different genres.
So, hope it works out.
Hey.
It's actually like, it looks so different now. I don't know. Have you been down there recently with all the pillars and everything?
Yeah, I've seen the evolution of it, which is pretty cool because it was photography before, which was still fine, you know. It looked good, but I think with the mural there, it definitely ties in that, like, market / shop vibe, like the Filipino culture vibe. But then I came in and I saw the pillars painted, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. It kind of, because it draws your eyes to go this way, but you could see with the way the colors change and the different art on there, it brings it all together.
Yeah, and when we were talking and planning for the mural, and they were like sharing like what they wanted, they told me like colors, like they wanted to be like more vibrant because it's very light and it's like not as night markety as they'd want it. And so then I was like, okay, so make it darker, more vibrant colors, and storytelling. They showed me a couple of the things that they liked on my Instagram, and then I went with it.
I think it brings the restaurant more to life. Because it had the foundations, like that looks like a traditional shop.
It was a great palette to work from for sure. Yeah.
But now you're bringing it to life, and there's character to it, and you're telling a story with it.
Yeah. So I think all of my influences from like Guillermo del Toro, the Sandman Chronicles, all the comic books I read kind of lit up to like my art style. Like I could maybe keep things more simple and aesthetic, but I really love stories and meaning and creating meaning.
No, I think stick with that, and I don't know, maybe one day like make a picture book of like stories, with your art.
I've always wanted to make a picture book actually. So maybe that'll be my next thing.
Hey, well, stay tuned, right?
I also do I don't know how to rest actually. I do ceramics. I learned how to sew. I make jewelry. Like I don't know.
But all your art is tied to it, right?
Yeah. I think I learned like different mental practices with each thing. Like it's a different test each time, and I learn different strategies from each thing that I could carry with me to every other thing.
But they overlap and they lead you towards your type of art. I think ultimately, people want to find a way to kind of do their everyday like that. But you have to just do it and figure it out, right?
Yeah, I think, and follow through.
Yeah,
is the biggest thing because it's hard. It's hard. It's a hard process. You get frustrated. You doubt yourself. You don't really like what you're looking at. You compare yourself to other people. You look at other things like maybe I should do that, or how long does it take for me to do that? And then the time is daunting. But just I don't know. It's a level of acceptance and also appreciation of the process itself.
And allowing yourself to
be messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you'll just get better if you just continue to follow through.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I don't think I'm a very hyper realistic artist. I know I can. I've tried it before. I know I'm capable of doing very hyper realistic, more realistic drawings, more anatomically correct drawings. But that it takes away from like my storytelling because I'm then focused on like the technicalities of things.
Yeah.
And so.
But it's okay to have that in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Because it helps you tell your stories.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have a good foundation.
Yeah. So it's always good to practice still. Like I don't completely abandon it completely. I just don't enjoy it as much, but I'll still practice it because there's still so much you learn from it.
Yeah.
You
got to put in those reps.
Yeah.
There's no way around
that. Yeah. Actually, I like how you relate it to working out because when I'm in counseling, it's kind of similar. It's like similar. It's just like telling kids trust the process.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you know, it's not perfect right now. It's kind of, you're exercising your brain. You know how you exercise in the gym? You do squats, you work out those muscles. You're working out new parts of your brain, creating new neurotransmitters. It's part of the process.
Yeah, it's like you're absolutely right. You have to do the physical part and the mental part. Like you got to have both.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you want all your interests to line up to a bigger picture, right? Like for example, I like to hike. I like to go outside. I like hanging out with my dog. I hated.
What kind of dog do you have?
I'll show you. I'll show you later. He's 15, so he's like a Lhasa Apso mix. He looks like an old professor now. So, but his name is Lucky. So he's retired from all his adventures.
Lhasa
Apso.
Apso?
Yeah.
That's a real breed? What?
It's like an Asian breed.
Wow.
But it's like if you got a Westie and its ears are down instead
Westie?
of up. It's like these white dogs that, like with their ears up. They're like part of this like commercial that they were like popular.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
The food commercial. Like, the little white dog.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
But
I can see. Okay, yeah. I'm getting professor vibes from those dogs.
I call him Einstein. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But it's like, how do I put all that together, right? And the thing I didn't want to do the most is what put it all together, which was like do the reps of, write a little like board of how you're gonna post something, write something. Honestly, it made me a better writer. It made me a better. I don't know if I'm great at content making, but it definitely helped make that process better. And then talking to people, and just loving what I do. So now it's like, okay, I'll take photos, I'll take video, I'll go outside, I get to talk to interesting people, and it all just works in this realm. And I'm like, how much more can I refine it? And it's just constantly just doing that. Just like art, like getting a new brush or trying a different technique, but you have to try.
Yeah, you have to invest in yourself.
Yes.
And that's sometimes hard to do in a world where you heavily rely on instant gratification for your happiness.
I know it's tough, right?
Because we got a lot of social media, we got a lot of, edited versions of people's lives accessible to us. We got a lot of just
everything.
A lot of consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think one of my biggest things I think the reason why I kind of took off with this art thing was I just remember sitting with myself thinking, like, what kind of person do I want to be? Do I want to be the type of person who consumes, or do I want to be the type of person who constantly learns? And it was just the question that I asked myself one day. And so I chose, I'm going to try to learn as much as I can.
That's kind of a scary question to ask, right?
Yeah, it's a big question. It's scary. And
you're going to learn something about yourself.
You hate yourself a little bit because it's like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? Am I just consuming for instant gratification? What do I want? How do I want to make my mark on this world, in my life?
But like what you were talking about before about storytelling, now you're kind of doing your own storytelling. Yeah. And it gets you there, But it's not an easy process. No. Yeah. So in all of this and where you're going, like, what are you grateful for?
I don't know. I'm grateful for everything. That's hard to narrow down.
It is, right?
I'm grateful for my mom.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my brother. I mentioned them before earlier. I put my brother close to the sun because I think growing up, my biggest motivator was to be the best role model to him, and also like I wanted to be somebody that my mom was for me, for somebody else, So I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I think I have a lot of the conversations that we're having, very similar to like just my friends' conversations. We have just a variety of conversations. We get off topic. We talk about life and philosophy and existence and what that looks like. And so I'm grateful for my friends. They're very intelligent, they're very inspiring, they're very resilient, smart, come from different places all over the world, all over the country.
Keep you sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, yeah, I'm grateful for my nanay. She's like, I think also one of my biggest cheerleaders. And I don't know, her generosity motivates me to, I don't know, give back. You know.
Well, I think it's great to have people like that, like your family, your friends, examples like that in your life, because you could pay it forward, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting because I could see like where all these thoughts go, and I'm gonna take some notes.
Yeah? What do you mean? What are you noting on?
Like I want to see some of these shows, some of these books.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. People are like, how do you have the time? Or like I've had like 12 jobs.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I have so many jobs. Like today I was having brunch with my friend downstairs at Magna, and then and we were just talking about medication. And I was like, what kind of medication? I used to be a CNA, so I like know a bunch about different
That's
medications.
wild. Yeah.
And she's like, how come I know something new? Like I see you every day, and how? Because we work together.
Yeah.
She's like, how do I keep learning something new about you every day? Where do you find the time?
Yeah, where do you find the time? I was gonna say, where do you?
And I was like, listen, like I don't waste time with things that don't serve me. I think.
Yeah.
I think I push on to the next thing and move on to the next thing and push through.
But don't forget to, smell the roses every now and then.
Yeah, that too. I think I have difficulty with that. I could work on that a little bit more.
I think
I gotta slow down.
Yeah.